Florida State will kick. Going back deep, Joe Howard and Greg. For the Seminoles, it'll be Mike Rendina. Florida State coming off a big upset at Ohio State last week. The Irish coming off a victory at Michigan State, and we're underway. On the left side, coming up the middle to the 30 to 35, and he is brought down at the 40-yard line.
The Irish versus the Seminoles, the first meeting between the two teams.
Mark Fisher over the ball. Tim Cagle, the quarterback. Full house backfield, or for you old-timers, a T formation. And a give to the fullback up the middle to about the 48-yard line.
There's Notre Dame offense. Cagle at quarterback. Bell at the tail. Sweeney, Bushka, and Hunter at the wide receivers. The line, Buchanan, Thayer, Kistner, Fisher, Shiner, and Pazderek.
Second down, 2 yards to go. The ball at the Notre Dame 48-yard line. I formation. Bushka split out to the right, and a give to Bell. Sweeping the left side. Inside the 40, down to about the 34-yard line.
There's the defense. Gorsey, Carricker, Futch, and McLean. The down linemen. Linebackers, Young, Gilbert, and Rowe. The deep backs, Clayton, Harris, two Harrises, and Riley.
Now into Florida State territory. The ball on the 43-yard line. Bushka split right. Hunter to the left. And a give to the left halfback, Hunter. And he is brought down by I formation. Greg Bell. Mark Brooks, the fullback.
Too much time.
Just underway at Notre Dame, Indiana. Full house backfield. Now they shift out of it. Hunter going to a slot back. Bushka split right. Cagle back to pass, looking downfield. He has Bell at the 45. He gets across the 40, inside the 35, and run out of bounds by Eric Riley. To me, a hip pointer is a hip pointer, but Coach Faust said he did not practice all week. They waited before the game to determine whether he could play, and the give to Bell, and he is swarmed all over 34-yard line. Notre Dame shifting. Hunter a slot back on the right side. Cagle dropping back, but he gives off to Bell, and Bell has the first down, I believe, to about the 32. Bell the tailback, and the Florida State Seminole jumps offside. No flag. He got back in time. Bell with the ball, and he is brought down. And he shift into the eye. Hunter going wide left. Bushka wide right. Cagle back to pass. Has his man Adele open to the flat, and he gets inside the 30. Now the slot back Hunter to the right. Mark Brooks the fullback. Cagle takes an end around, throws. It is batted down by the ball resting on the 26-yard line, and Oliver is in to attempt the field goal attempt. It is up. It has distance. It hits the top of the goalpost and goes the right side. Oh, brother, that could have gone either way when it hit the top of the post, and the Irish are on top by a score of 3-0.
I don't think I've ever seen that before, Harry. I mean, Lauren. Early, we get momentum, and they've done that.
Williams, Whiting, and Holiday are back. And Williams has it at the 9, across the 10, the 15, the 25 to about the 27-yard line.
There's the Florida State offensive back. Stockstill at quarter, Whiting and Williams. Split end, Williams and McKinnon at the flanker. Offensive line, Mowat, Ryan, Render, McCormick, Brannon, and Voldepetti.
Whiting and Williams, the slot backs, actually the setbacks. They are not slotted out. Two wide receivers. Stockstill going back to pass in the first play, and he hits his man, but he is hit immediately.
There's a defensive line, Autry, Marshall, Grampy, and Griffin. The linebackers, Naylor, Crable, and Zavagnin. The backs, Torren, Brown, Dewerson, and Johnson.
He's 25 for 41 a week ago, 299 yards against Ohio State. He drops straight back to pass again. A good rush put on, and it is incomplete as Sam Childers, who... All right, third down, 10 yards to go on the 28. Florida State has passed in the first two plays. They're going to do it again. Stockstill back, pressured, throws. It is complete at the 34-yard line to Dennis McKinnon.
Spinning a little bit different coming off that left foot.
Stark gets it away, and it is a good one. Dewerson Back around the 17, has it, and is tripped up immediately and brought down. First down, 10 yards to go. The ball on the Florida State 45-yard line. 8:22 left to be played. Notre Dame out in front, 3-0. A slot right, I formation. Whiting and Williams in the I. McKinnon in motion. Dropping back to pass. Stockstill slips but gets it away. It is complete to Phil Williams, the wide receiver, bringing a play in from the Florida State bench. He goes in motion to the right, and the pitch to the fullback. Whiting and Williams in the I. Stockstill dropping straight back. Throws downfield. It is complete to Ricky Williams inside the 30, down to about the 27. They're down, 2 yards to go. The ball on the Notre Dame 28-yard line. Stockstill with the pitch to Ricky Williams. Jumps over a man and gets the first down as he moves inside. Not doing well on their first drive. Certainly have improved it here. Whiting and Williams in the I. Stockstill dropping straight back, looking downfield. Has his wide receiver open momentarily. Stockstill from Fernandina Beach, Florida. Drops straight back to pass. He is hit, but he gets it away. And Sam Childers. McKinnon going right. Williams split out to the left. Stockstill back to pass. Throws one over the middle, but it is batted down. Marks of Agnew batted that ball down, and it is intercepted. Notre Dame 27-yard line. Second down, 10 to go for the Irish. Leading 3-0. Mark Brooks, the fullback. Bushka out right. Cagle gives to Brooks. Across the 35, down to about the 40. First down in the Notre Dame 39-yard line. Sweeney and Bell in the backfield. Hunter out right, Bushka out left. Cagle flips to Bell. Gets around the left side, is hit, but falls forward another 2 or 3 yards. Greg Bell. And Florida State goes off, but they come back. The flag is down, however. Bell with the ball fights his way down to the 45 to about the 44. So the Irish will discuss the penalty. James, 61 degrees here at game time. Sweeney and Bell in the backfield. Hunter out right, Bushka out left. Cagle gives off to Sweeney. Sweeney up the middle, down inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. This is the best the Irish have looked offensively since the LSU game, and that was the opening game. The Irish shift into an I. Brooks the fullback, Bell the tailback. And a give to Bell. Bell straight up the middle, down to about the 30. And they shift into the I. Sweeney and Bell. Slot back Mosley. And a give to Mosley, trying to sweep the left side, and he'll only get about a yard, either on a handoff or a pass. Irish split their ends. And a give to Mosley, and he is down, and they're going to go for it. They shift into the I. Sweeney the fullback, Bell the tailback. Hunter back in the ballgame. Cagle back to pass, a good rush, and he is dropped. Florida State jumping up and down on the far side, and going in motion is Ricky Williams. Stockstill back to pass. Looking downfield, it's complete to Zeke Mowat. A big victory last week against Ohio State. And a give up the middle to Whiting, and he is brought down. Their former Bear fullback teammates. They get that on the ground alone. Stockstill fakes a pitch, throws downfield. It is incomplete, intended for Sam Childers. The longest he's punted this year, 52 yards at Nebraska. Good hang time. This is what they've been working on with him. Duerson gets it at the 10 and gets up to about the 13 or 14-yard line.
The coverage team, plenty of time to get down.
So Notre Dame with the ball on their own 13-yard line. First and 10. Here's a give to the fullback, Sweeney. Over right guard. The end of the first quarter from Notre Dame, Indiana, with the score Notre Dame 3, Florida State nothing. It's up to the line of scrimmage. An I formation. They split their right end, wide receiver left. And that is McKinnon. Stockstill back to pass, looking downfield. Throws to McKinnon. It is complete at the 45 and went out of bounds. Otherwise, it would have been a 7-yard gain, as it is a 5-yard gain. And the give to Whiting, the fullback, only the second time he's carried the ball today.
Notre Dame is not looking ahead because they got their hands full here today.
And fortunately, they'll get the week off, try to help out on the injuries. And the ball batted down by number 38. Has already boomed one here today, 54 yards. And he's going to keep across the 50, down to the 40. And he is hit at the 36-yard line. They line up in an I. Whiting and Williams. They have not thrown to Whiting yet today. They did that a lot against Ohio State. Here's a long pass downfield, and it is going to be intercepted by Chris Brown inside the 10. 3-0, Notre Dame out in front. And a give to Bell, and Bell up across the 10 to about the 13-yard line. Bell shifting into the I. Hunter slotted left. Keel again gives to Bell. Bell's running room across the 20 to about the 24. 8:50 left to be played in the second period. Notre Dame 3, Florida State nothing. Keel in his first series. Flips to Bell, trying to sweep the right side, and he gets across the 25 to about the 30. And second down, 5 to go. Bush to left, Hunter goes right. Moriarty into the ball game at fullback. And a give to Moriarty, and he's across the 30 down to about the 33 for 2-18, the 2 years prior to his arrival at Tallahassee. Keel gives off to Hunter, trying to go the right side. He is going to be stopped. Ken Rowe, the initial stop in the punt. Kevin Kelly, son of linebacker coach George Kelly, and getting it deep is Keel. Jones has it at the 24-yard line, comes across to the 30, tripped up, and brought down on the far side of the field. Florida State up to the line of scrimmage. First and 10 on their own 34, trailing 3-0, and the give to Mike Whiting, the fullback. Went side, comes back upfield. Good running room across the 50 down to about the 44-yard line.
Game.
And his average was 3.5 yards a carry. Here's a give to Ricky Williams, and he is hit and hit hard by Bob Crable.
Stockstill now 5 for 16 for only 47 yards.
Florida State second down, 10 yards to go. Stockstill back to pass. Throws downfield. It is complete to Williams. He is split out left. Johnson split right. And a give up the middle to Whiting
For the first down.
So Florida State knocking on the door. And a give to Ricky Williams. And Williams is down to...
So we might look for a pass.
And the give to Whiting, the fullback. He's down to about the 10-yard line. Clock winding down. 4:08 left to be played here in the second period. I formation. Stockstill back to pass. Looking in the end zone. Throws. It is incomplete. Johnson outright. Stockstill back to pass again. Throws in the flat. Hits his fullback Whiting. And he is down at about... And they're going to try a field goal.
He's 3 of 4 on the year.
And the kick is up. And it is good. So with 3:16 left to be played in the first half, Florida State will be kicking off to Notre Dame with the score, Notre Dame 3, Florida State 3. Irish disappointed it's tied up, but they had a fine goal line stand down there. And the kick coming down and grabbed by Howard. Howard across the 20, 25. And he is brought down at about the 28-yard line. Blair Keel running the attack for the second straight series. Mosley in the backfield along with Brooks and Bell. Keel back to pass. Looking downfield for Bushka. Doesn't have him, so he runs it himself across the 30 to about the 35.
Nebraska, Ohio State, Notre Dame, Pittsburgh, LSU, and Florida. 6 away games, and what tough ones.
And 5 in a row, which Bobby Bowden calls the Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
Here's a give to the fullback up the middle, Mark Brooks. And Sweeney and Bell in the I formation. Bushka out left. Keel going back to pass, looking for Bushka, and he throws it too far. The Irish with the ball, 2nd and 10 on their own 40. All tied up 3-3 here in the second half. Second period rather. And Bell is brought down. He fumbled, but I believe Hunter slotted right. Blair Keel running the attack, dropping back to pass. And he is pressured, but gets away across the 45 down to about the 50-yard line. Just to be played. Good punt downfield. Jones has it at about the 7, going towards the sidelines, and he is wrestled down at the 9-yard line. Well, after the Notre Dame march, Florida State could not muster only offense, and so that's the end of the first half. With the score, Notre Dame 3, Florida State 3. Gary Perk will kick off. Ricky Williams is deep. Williams standing on the 5, hauls it in at about the 3. Angles off to the left side and is brought down at about the 23 or 24.
Bowles of Pepe.
And Stockstill back to pass in the first play. A good rush. Intercepted by the Irish. Coming down is Mark Zavagnin. And he gets down to about the 7-yard line. Zavagnin. Sweeney the fullback, Bell the tailback, Keel at quarterback here on this first drive in the second half. A give to Bell, and he slants out of bounds at about the 6-yard line. All right, Keel at quarterback. Mark Brooks is the fullback now. Hunter flanks out right. Bell goes into an I. Both ends are tight. Keel dropping straight back to pass, looking for Hunter. He throws incomplete. Hunter was wide open at the back of the end zone. The 3rd down. And goal at the 6-yard line. Sweeney and Bell in the eye. Bushka out right. Hunter slotted right. Keel keeps, sweeps around the naked side. Stops, and he is going to be brought down at about the 6. Hardly a gain.
Another field goal try by Harry Oliver.
All right, Cagle will hold. 23-yard attempt. It is up. It is good. So with 13:48 left to be played in the 3rd quarter, Notre Dame will be kicking off to Florida State with the score, Notre Dame 6, Florida State 3. Williams comes out right. Tony Johnson, the slot back, an I formation. Mowat, the tight end, and a give to the fullback, Whiting. He goes up the middle for a gain of about 3 yards. Florida State, 2nd and 8 in the 46. A give to Williams. Across left guard, across the 35, the 30, the 45, the 20, down to about the 13-yard line. So 1st and 10 in the Irish 12. Florida State with the ball. A man in motion, and it hit one of the running backs. Just into the 3rd quarter. Notre Dame out in front by a score of 6-3. And a give to Williams across left guard, inside the 20, down to about. Williams and Whiting in the backfield. Stockstill drops straight back to pass. Throws across the middle, wide open, and into the end zone goes Whiting for a touchdown. Mike Whiting scoring the first touchdown. Rendina puts it through. So with 11:01 left to be played in the 3rd quarter, Florida State will be kicking off to Notre Dame with the score, Florida State 10, Notre Dame 6. 2nd down, 10 to go, ball on the 31. Stockstill gives off to Williams this time. Cuts upfield on the near far side, and he is going to be brought down at about the 38-yard line. Florida State driving. They lead by 4, 10-3, 10-6 rather. Stockstill gives off to Whiting, the fullback, and Joe Johnson. Rather, Mike Whiting back in. Stockstill back to pass. Hits Whiting at the 25, the 20, down to the 10, inside the 5. Touchdown, but a flag is down. A flag was dropped. So that will put the ball back to the 24-yard line. 2nd and 9 on the 23-yard line. Whiting and Williams in the backfield. And a gift to Williams. He goes up the middle to about the 20 before he is stopped. Bagden out. Mike Larkin in defensively. Cedric Jones lined up as a tailback. He's got it. He throws right back to Stockstill. Has it down at the 10. Gets inside the 5 before he's run out of bounds. Up the line of scrimmage. Whiting and Williams in the I formation. And a flip to Williams. And Williams is inside the 5 down to about the 3. Butch Holliday in the ball game. And a give to the fullback Whiting. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and goal on the 1. A play indeed. And a give to Whiting. I believe he would stop. You got to worry about that naked reverse to the far side of the field. 4th and goal. Man in motion. Stockstill. He was going to go around. A flag is down. Coming in to break it up. Well, the Irish was torn. The ball will be placed on the 13. Rendina's kick is up, and a flag is down. Offsides, the field goal is good. With 5:23 left to be played in the 3rd period, Florida State will kick off to Notre Dame, with Florida State on top here by a score of 13-6. Kick coming downfield. Duerson has it in the end zone. He'll bring it out. And he will be stopped at about the 17-yard line. Bushka going out left. Buchanan, or rather right, Buchanan left. Keel gives off to his fullback. A fumble. Florida State's got it. Pat Milligan fell on that fumble. The 3rd time they fumbled, but the 1st time that Florida State has recovered. Notre Dame fumbled twice. There's a give to Greg Allen, sweeping the left side, and he is going to be run out of bounds by Duerson. Williams and Whiting. Straight back and a give to Whiting, and he is going to be stopped for a loss. Ricky Williams is out. 3rd and 6. Stockstill lobs one in the corner, and it is incomplete. Now in the ball game for Florida State, Chris Brown is out. Rendina's field goal attempt is up, and it is no good. Off to the side. So the Irish to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10, 3:11 to go. Trailing 13-6, and a give to John Mosley. And Mosley, both ends are tight. Bernie Adele is in the game. Keel back to pass, being rushed. Gets it away, and it's complete to Hunter, but he was out of bounds.
The passer is a tough one to throw.
Brooks, Bell, and Hunter in the backfield. They go from the tee, and a give to Bell up the middle. 2 minutes left to be played here in the 3rd period. Brooks at fullback, or rather correction, Sweeney now, and Mosley slots right. Bell the eye back. Keel drops straight back to pass. Looks downfield. Throws. He's got Bell at the 15. Inside the 15 to about the 12. The Irish on the Florida State 12-yard line. A gift to Mosley, trying to sweep the right side. Gets inside the 10 to 5. And he is out of bounds at about the 1-yard line. Both ends are tight. And a give up the middle. And
line up, tell them where you're coming, and put it in there for 6.
Mosley, Moriarty, and Bell in the backfield. And a give to Mosley. He fumbled, but I believe he fell on it. 3rd and 1. Mosley and Brooks and Bell in the backfield. And Keel keeping. What are they going to rule? Irish are upset. Florida State's happy. And the 3rd period comes to an end here at South Bend. With the score, Florida State 13, Notre Dame 6. As you look at the world-famous Golden Dome on the administration building. 4th and goal on the 1. Mosley, Moriarty, and Bell in the backfield. Mosley going wide left. Keel barking out the signals. Gives to Bell. He's in. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The Irish within a point. With 8 for 9 and extra points this year, makes it 9 for 10. And the Irish, scoring their first touchdown of the day, have tied this ball game up. So the Irish have a 1st and 10 on the 15. Larry Kisner out of the ball game for Notre Dame at guard. Bushka, split right. Mosley in the slot. And a give to Larry Moriarty across the 20, the 25, the 30, and he's run out of bounds.
This game today.
And an 18-yard carry on that. Here's a give to Mosley trying to sweep the right side, and he's not going to go anywhere. Legal procedure against Notre Dame. Notre Dame, 2nd and 14 on the 30. Mosley, Udell, and Brooks. Keel back to pass. It is intercepted by Florida State, and down to the 30 goes James Harris, the co-captain from Gainesville. Florida State, they have the ball at the Irish 31. Whiting and Williams in the backfield. Williams, Phil, no relation to Ricky, split out to the left, and a give to Ricky Williams. Goes over the right side, inside the 30. Tony Johnson to the right side. Allen and Whiting in the backfield. And a give to Allen, and Allen's going to be stopped by Crable. Crable hit him for a loss. Whiting and Ricky Williams in the backfield. 3rd and 7 on the 29. Stockstill back to pass. Flips one on the side to Whiting. Whiting inside the 25 down to about the 20, and he will have a first down. But he was slowed down and stopped. 17 to 15 on first downs. Ricky Williams up the middle inside the 10 down to about the 4-yard line. Butch Holliday split right. Phil Williams left. Stockstill back to pass. Throws out in the flats, and it's complete. And in for a touchdown goes the fullback Mike Whiting, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The extra point. It is up, and it is no good. And that would play a big fact in this ball game. So Florida State, with 7:41 left to be played in the ball game, will be kicking off to the Irish. 3:57 left to be played in the ball game. Notre Dame, 1st and 10 on their own 39-yard line, trailing Florida State 19 to 13. Hagel, the quarterback. Moriarty, the fullback. In motion comes Mosley. Back to pass is Cagle. Throws downfield. It is caught and dropped. In motion comes Mosley. Brooks and Bell behind Cagle. Drops back to pass. Pressured. Going to try to run out of the pocket, but he is not going to make it. Clock running down on the 37-yard line. Bushka split way right. High formation. Mosley the slot back. Cagle gives up the middle to Bell, and Bell is tripped up at the 44-yard line. Now they're going to go for it. 4th and 5 on their own 44. As things stand now, the biggest play of the ball game. Bell in motion, set on the right side now. Mosley along with Brooks. They shift, and it's a penalty, and that's what they had planned. They were going to shift into the eye. A first down, and it is not. It's illegal procedure against Notre Dame. But he will get it away. Irish downfield. They're trying to down it. The ball will stop before they do at about the 12-yard line.
And with no timeouts.
Blair Keel back in the ball game. Buchanan splitting right. Bell, the only man behind him. Mosley slotted left. Now he comes in motion. And a flip to Mosley. He throws a pass cross field to Keel, and he is nailed. Clock ticking away. 30 seconds left to be played. Buchanan out right. Keel drops straight back to pass. Throws downfield. And it is off the hands of Bushka. And he would have been out of bounds at any rate had he. Now Cagle back in. Throwing long. It is intercepted by Florida State's Harvey Clayton down at the 38-yard line. He's just going to fall on that ball. He did. So Florida State, coming off an upset at Ohio State, will have recorded 2 in a row here. Seconds ticking away. And this ball game is over with the final score: Florida State 19, Notre Dame 13. This is Lauren Brown from Notre Dame Stadium in Notre Dame, Indiana. Once again, our final score: Florida State 19, Notre Dame 13.